you notice the episode 2 of this second season of House of the Dragon just revealed the new characters who will ride some dragons, some new dragon. One of these dragons is in the trailer, the official trailer, and the revelation about Allison's fourth son. Did you see the mention about Damon's bastard? He has a bastard in King's Landing. There's a lot of details, reference, and Easter eggs in the second episode, and I will show and explain everything here. If you want to know, let's go. Hello everyone who watching this beautiful channel. My name is John Victor and I'm back to talk about the second season of House of the Dragon, the episode 2. Last week I revealed the secrets and details of episode 1, and now let's talk about the episode 2. But before I start, don't forget to check the like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want more content about House of the Dragon, about the boys, about all the new shows and universe. Thank you for your patience with my English. I will keep trying to improve it, but let's go. Let's start with the beginning, because this episode shows us some consequences from the Jaehaerys' death, and one of these consequences is the destruction of the motto. Yeah, at the beginning of the episode we see that Aegon is angry and he's breaking the motto that his father made of Old Valyria. Yeah, Viserys spent years developing this, and it happened. He had time to build it because of the peace in his time in the throne. He had a lot of time to dedicate to this because his time as a king was one of peace. And this scene of Aegon destroying it represents the end of peace. It also represents the end of the glory of the Old Valyria, because this was the location that the Targaryen family came from, and also the dragons. The Targaryen there were a family united and full of dragons, and now is the beginning of the end of the dragons. That's the very important meaning in this scene of Aegon destroying everything. But let's go to the next detail, because in this episode we also see some problems in the greens and in the blacks, and some of these problems are about hypocrisy, and I like to start to talk about Damon the hypocrite. Yeah, we have more of this in the greens, but also Damon has a lot of it. We see it in this scene that Damon tells Rhaenyra that he cannot take the responsibility for Jaehaerys' death. She don't agree with that, and it gets Damon angry. But everyone knows that if the plan had worked and Aemon had died, he would have tried to give him all the glory, because the real plan is to kill Aemon. That's what Rhaenyra told in the episode 1. If this had happened as planned, Damon would definitely want to say that he was the one who killed him. Yeah, this is another very important detail, but talking about hypocrisy, I like to talk about the greens, because they are the kings of the hypocrisy, especially when we talk about Sir Christen Cole. Let's talk about Sir Christen Cole the hypocrite. This is clearly the character that makes me angry in the show, and I can't wait to see him dying. We see him in the scene going to get Sir Eric's attention because his cloak is dirty and must always be clean, as it is the symbol of their purity, and Christen Cole complains about this. It's crazy because he was impure with Rhaenyra years ago, he's been with Allison, and in the same episode we have a scene like that. And there's more. In the same scene he even accused Sir Eric of being the cause of everything, because Jaehaerys died in the same night he was on watch. Like, he was the real one responsible for that, and he was doing things with Allison. Clearly he's the biggest hypocrite in this show. But let's go to the next detail. Let's talk about some different things about some next episodes. I like to talk about the dragon riders, and first of all the Vermiter rider. Yeah, basically in the first one we had this revelation, but here's getting more intense. In this scene we have Hughammer, just this ordinary guy, this normal family from King's Landing, and if you don't know, in the books he's a bastard of a blacksmith from Dragonstone, so he's a Targaryen. And in the books, in the moment that the blacks starts to get some riders for their dragons, he is the rider of Vermiter, the new dragon that we will see in the second season based on the trailers. Basically with this episode 1 and episode 2 scenes of this normal guy, they are telling his story, they are preparing everything to show us his connection with their Targaryen, with the black side, to be the rider of Vermiter. And also we have some other rider in the same episode revealed, and he will work for the blacks. But to introduce him, let's talk about the brothers. Yeah, I'm talking about Aegon and Allie. These two are being focused here, and we have the introduction of Aegon. He is saying that Corley is always in a favor, and the reason behind this is some big spoiler from the books, won't tell here, but in fact they are very important to this story about Velaryon. They are very important to the blacks, especially Aegon will be very important to Rhaenyra because of the next detail. Let's talk again about the dragon riders. I'm talking about the Sea Smoke rider. Yeah, the dragon from Rhaenyra, the one who faked his death and disappeared. His dragon is left without a rider. And based on the books, in this scene, Aegon will be probably the next rider of Sea Smoke. It's not like a big spoiler from the books because this scene suggests it, but yeah, he will be very important to Rhaenyra and the Blacks in the future of this Dance of the Dragons, this war. The future of this story will be awesome, the war and everything, but let's go to the next detail. Now I'd like to talk about some new bastard, especially another Targaryen bastard. Yeah, when we go to the brothel scenes, we see a woman with Targaryen hair, which is not something common there. And clearly she must be a Targaryen bastard, because many Targaryen passed through there recently. The scene doesn't show her just once, but from different angles. Intentionally, we know of two Targaryens that one of them could be the father. I'm talking about Damon and Viserys, but especially Damon because he used to go there. In the books he doesn't have a bastard like that, but they can change this for the show as they've done before. We also have some scenes from the trailers and the teasers that show us she will show up in the next episodes. But talking about some new children, especially the ones that we don't see in the show so far, let's talk about some new Allison children. It's not new, but let's talk about the Allison's fourth son. Finally, we see Darion being mentioned. Darion is the fourth son of Allison with King Viserys. He's the youngest brother of Aegon, Aemon, and Helena. Based on the books, Darion is living in Hightower's old town with Lord Armon's Hightower's squire. As you can see by this photo, he has a dragon named Darion. This dragon maybe will show in the future of the show, but in the very future, because even Darion was mentioned here, he won't appear in this season. It was confirmed from the production that they didn't have the cast for this character so far, so they didn't film this character for the second season. But I have to say, this Allison's son will be very important for the future of this Dance of the Dragons. So there we go to the next detail. The next reference about this episode. I'm talking about the Greens, the Hightower family. Let's talk about Otto Hightower, because what will happen to him now that he loses his position as the king's hand? Also based on the books, he will still generate results for the Greens. I don't know where they will put him to live in this show. I don't think it will be in the castle because he was dismissed. I think he will go back to Hightower house, to Old Town, and he's going to be important in the last episodes of this season. Like in the books, after this fate, we have in the future the battle in the Gullet. Based on some filming leaks, it will probably take place in the last episode of this season. It will start in the last episode of this season, and he is important for this battle because after this fate, he's going to get support from the council in Essos. They will send some ships to the battle against the Velaryon in the Gullet in the last episode probably. So Otto is angry when he's dismissed, but he will still be very useful for the Greens. Now he should disappear a little, but let's turn our focus to Allison. Yes, there's another detail about her, and I'm talking that Allison wants to redeem herself. Have you noticed it? We see it in this episode too, as she's wearing a necklace that refers to the 7, bringing the idea that she seeks purity, but in the end of the episode, she kind of exaggerates the amount of jewelry linked to this. A necklace with several symbols of the 7, like a lot of symbols, and in addition, we have another scene that we see in detail that she's also using earrings with this 7-pointed star. She's like trying to make up for her mistakes with Christen Cole. In the beginning of the episode, she also says that Jaehaerys' death is a punishment for their sins. She's very similar to Sir Christen Cole. She's very similar to Damon that I said in this video. Everyone that I mentioned is a hypocrite. Yeah, Allison is the same. But let's go to the next detail, and I like to talk about one that is in the middle of the episode, and it's about Aemon, the prince without patience. Yeah, I'm talking about this scene where Aemon is with this woman. He's saying that he regrets getting mad and killing Luke, and the woman reminds him that when a prince loses his patience, others end up suffering. And she mentions especially about the little ones, and it's like a reference to the poor people from King's Landing and also the little ones, the children. So it works as a reference to Luke's death in the last episode of the season 1, and also a reference to Jaehaerys' death that happened in the end of the first episode, and it happened because of a prince getting mad. In this case, Prince Damon. That's interesting the way they write the script with everything connecting. It's very important. And there we go to the next detail. Let's talk about the last scene of this episode too. A very important one that got a lot of people confused because of some mistake. Let's talk about the mistake in Eric and Eric. Yeah, the twins battle. I will refer to them as the green side twin and the black side twin. It will be easy for me. If you watch the fight between them, you notice that the black side twin was injured in the leg and the green side twin hurt him even more with his hand. And in the end, the dead brother is the one with the wound in the leg, and it's supposed to be the black side twin. So it will be correct for the green side twin to have won the fight, but one of the producers gave an interview revealing that it was the black side twin who really won the fight. This means that we had a mistake when they filmed this scene, but everyone knows that the purpose of this scene was to confuse everyone with the twin. So that's the best explanation about it. That's the details. Go put in the comments what you think about it. Don't forget to check the like. It helps me a lot in this channel. Thank you for watching. You want to know more about House of the Dragon? Do you want some more content about this universe? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will keep posting 2 videos weekly here. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon and bye.